Good morning, y'all. Well, it is day 78, and it is 6:30 in the morning, and it's perfect temperature here, around 60 degrees, hiking, and it is a short day, only, I think, 3 miles down to Highway 522, where we'll be picked up by our hostel guy. And it's all downhill as well, so it makes it even better in some regards. Yeah, we had a big storm last night. I actually took some of that video. It was early this morning, I guess, but nonetheless, it did rain and storm on and off all through the night. So, kind of glad I was in the shelter. And today it is overcast and may rain yet again. But it's okay. We got a Nero, the short day here, and get picked up at 8:45 and get to the hostel and almost have a full day to do laundry and catch up and upload all these videos. I've got about 6 or 7, I think, in the can here, so we'll get those up so there's not any delays again. And that's about it. The deal is that the hostel is they take you into Front Royal at 4 p.m. and they'll just come back and pick you up at 6. So you can go eat dinner, you can go get your resupply or whatever you want to do. But fortunately for me, my good friend Jamie is going to come. He confirmed last night he's going to drive over, and we're going to do dinner and maybe hit the local brewery for an adult beverage, and then he'll take us back to the hostel, kind of late. What I'm trying to arrange right now is maybe a slack pack for tomorrow or the next day. We're about to go through a section in Northern Virginia, right before you go into West Virginia. It's called the roller coaster. It's kind of famous. And it's basically about 9 up and down, just brutal. There's no views. It's really, really rocky. And you literally just go straight up and then straight down. It's very time consuming. And I think each one of those are like 500 feet. But over the course of whatever it is, 9 or 10 or 11, it gets pretty old and wearing. And it's about a 12-mile section of that, I think. So I might do a slack pack through there, just to make it a little easier. But if not, I've done the whole thing before and didn't. So, yeah, that's the plan. That's what I'm going to be working on. So it's going to be a short day. We're not going to see a lot of footage, and maybe I'll show you a little bit of Front Royal and the brewery, or us hiking. Us hikers having some fun, eating real grub and drinking a beer. But yeah, it's only going to be 3 miles. So let's get going. It's going to be a short day. It's going to be nice. All right. So masterpieces and great works of art can take years to create, and you may never get to see it yourself. Gourmet chefs can spend hours or even days preparing a meal only to be disappointing to our taste preferences. And you may travel around the world or into extreme climates to see wildlife only to get a glimpse or none at all of the creature. But wildflowers, well, those are different. They're rooted in one place and they tend to recur every year. They don't require a lot of time, travel, or equipment to appreciate, and they tend to be ubiquitous. They can provide pleasure and beauty and not require much from us as humans at all. There are hundreds of various species along the Appalachian Trail, especially in the Smoky Mountains and the Blue Ridge Mountains. In the Great Smoky Mountains alone, there are more species growing than all of Europe. And only in the rainforest of South America are there more plants per acre than the Blue Ridge. Yes, they are a wonderful, intricate part of our environmental equation, and we should be more mindful and deliberate in our actions to protect them. So maybe it is time to stop and smell or see the flowers. Hey y'all, so in my bunk here at Stumble Inn Hostel, and day 78 has come to an end. Had a short day, only 3 miles, but I did manage to get to our site really early. We were there at like 8:30 or so and got picked up at 8:45. And when we got to the Highway 522, there was actually a woman there who was kind of giving out a little trail magic. So we got bananas and peanut butter. So it was kind of a nice late breakfast. And then we got picked up by Dave here from Stumble Inn. Fabulous guy. It was on time, picked us up, took us into town, and actually ran us by the McDonald's. And we got a breakfast sandwich there, and orange juice, which just kind of hit the spot as well. And then here to Stumble Inn and started doing laundry, and we got showers and just got refreshed. I mean, to be hot and sweaty and rained on for, 2 days, it's a real pleasure to get out of those clothes and get a shower. And then we just kind of lounged around all day and talked. There's other hikers, Tyler and Grateful, who we've been hiking with the last few days. They actually showed up here this afternoon as well. And another couple of hikers. One's a section hiker, and then another guy named Halfway. I've seen him a few times. I think the last time was way back at Brushy Mountain Outpost, I think in North Carolina or Tennessee. And so they're staying here. And then we got to ride into town at 4 p.m. and got to go eat some dinner and go to the brewery, which is always fun. And we got some ice cream and even a little went over to the outfitters and got some resupplies for tomorrow. And then, Dave came back, picked us up around 6 and came home. My good friend Jamie and McLean was unable to make it over from his area and join us for dinner, so it's okay. We just had to make do, and we'll catch him another time maybe, but he had family obligations at the last minute. And that is about it. Reboot and I went ahead and bought some Indian food, and we put it in the refrigerator because we're going to eat it tomorrow night. We're going to do a slack pack tomorrow, and get picked up around the 20-mile mark, I think, and they'll shuttle us back here to the hostel, and we'll have that Indian food, and then the following day we'll go back up to that site and keep moving forward. Monday looks pretty dicey. Pretty bad weather throughout Virginia and Maryland. So I'm probably going to have to stay at a shelter or a hostel again because it looks like it's going to be really bad weather. So we'll play that by ear and know more about it tomorrow night. But yeah, slack pack tomorrow and get back here to the hostel, which is super nice. And a lot of familiar faces here, obviously, the people I've been hiking with, including Reboot. And we will eat big breakfast here in the morning and get back on the road or back on the trail for day 79. And that's about it. It was a short day. Again, only 3 miles, not a lot to see or do. But I tried to take some footage of other things here, hostel and resupply and all that kind of stuff. But that's it. We will see you in the morning. Bye, y'all.